Hello, hello. Once again, gonna do another closer look video here. And today, I want to cover Lotte. Alright, so I've been thinking this is just a pudgy dude for 2 years now, so I'm probably always gonna call him Coffee Man. But I had someone comment that Lotte in Nordic is a female name and also a name for a female soldier. So who knew? There you go. There's some trivia for you for today. In Nordic, Lotte is female. I'm still always gonna call him Coffee Man though. I gotta tell you, after 2 years of telling him that, I think I'm in the minority though. Thinking that it's a male character. I think a lot of people thought it was female character, but so there's been some discrepancies there, we'll say. But thank you for that info. That was quite funny. I thought, oh, there you go. Never would have known, but that is cool. Like Eiko's the name of a Japanese empress too, so that is kind of cool. And anybody who's familiar with Empires and Puzzles, they do a lot of the fantasy characters. Like Horghall, for instance, is a Irish character from a poem, I think it is. So it's kind of cool that SG does incorporate that sort of stuff from all different cultures as well. All right, so that being said, let's get started on a breakdown of Lotte. So actual hero rating is A+, just like Vittoria. So there aren't too many that are A+ rating across the board. And Lotte is one of them, which makes both these ladies a wicked combo. And that's why I use them quite a bit in challenge events, because Lotte will do the defense down, and then Vittoria will come along and kill them all with her special. So they make a great combination there. Okay, so stats are okay across the board for Lotte, which is good. So defense or offense is pretty good. Either way, if you need to use Coffee Man on either one of those. And then War Machine rating, not quite as high, being an AoE hitter that covers everyone, but still does damage directly to the War Machine. Plus you'll get the defense down, which is awesome for 3 turns. So in my alt account, I do bring Lotte whenever we face green War Machines, for sure. And all you have to do is bring some energy drinks and can set off the special sooner. And yeah, then you could pretty much go the whole entire battle against the War Machine with defenses down on it. So that is awesome. There aren't enough defenses down heroes in my opinion, but but yeah, it's a nice change, a refreshing change to have one that is on a 3-star for sure. Okay, so let's run through the weapons. I'll do the master weapons first. So the Falcon Tech is a 4-star red master weapon that covers health, so 35 health points per turn, so not a bad one on defense, for sure. Keep Coffee Man alive longer. And then the other ones, so the Flashpoint is a good one. That is an excellent master weapon for a couple different reasons if you happen to get the Falcon Tech. So that one has burn damage, which is always good. Damage over time is always great. But what makes it pretty good as well is its stats in both attack and defense are fairly high. So the Flashpoint 5-star red master weapon is pretty darn good. If you happen to get that one, definitely worth leveling up. And the other one is called the Levy, and that's a 5-star red master weapon that does 30 armor per turn. So that's pretty good too. Got the armor to protect the health. So that's not bad on defense. And it also does high attack stats. It actually has higher attack stats than the flashpoint, which is a bonus if you need to use it on offense. Alright, so let's run through. Now I don't have, the cubic I have in my other account. Okay, it's not this account. See, I'm getting my accounts mixed up now. Can't keep them straight. The cubic is the 3-star master weapon, red master weapon, and that one is a burn damage as well. So that's a good one for offense or defense, really. Okay, so let's go through the weapons here. Check off. Now, 21% for your tile damage, and then the speed is 9. So, does Lotte benefit from a speed weapon? Well, let's add that up and see. Oops, didn't mean to go out. There we go. So, speed weapon is going to help for sure. So 46 average, that is only 4 points away from the next break point where it would drop a tile. So 50 average would drop it to 10 though, instead of 46 average, 11. So Lotte definitely benefits from a speed weapon. So any speed weapon you can put on her/him, fantastic. So this one would definitely put him into the still average category, but it would be 10 throw-in tiles to charge up and 5 ghosted tiles. So it drops a ghosted tile off too, so that's fantastic. So that is good news. But if you don't have a speed weapon, then this one's a good option as well with the critical chance. The armor damage, meh. Armor damage is always meh to me. Waffle. Hey Waffle, you only do armor damage, so that's not great by any means. It does have a decent attack stats though for any of the 4-star weapons. This one's rather high in attack stats, so this is good to use on offense for sure if you don't have a speed weapon to charge Lotte a bit faster. And then of course you got dodge for defense. The Melgor, which doesn't have bad stats, but it's resistance, so again another good one for defense. And then we got the Moss Green, which is health, so add some health points to keep Lotte alive longer. And then you got the Manchester, which is critical chance, so do some more tile damage. So there's a couple more red options, which I can show through here. I just did all my epic weapons tickets. I guess I won those from the event, so that's good. I got 3 more to use up at some point. Okay, so the Tank Bane is another 5-star weapon when I run into it here. I'm not fussy on the Tank Bane myself, but it is not a bad defensive weapon, that's for sure. So if this is one of your options, then it's not bad at all, because that is high resistance really, so any status ailments could be resisted by pretty much a third of a chance. So I think this is one of the highest weapons for that actually, so that's not a bad thing. And then you got the health points as well, so a good defensive weapon. And that one, yeah, that one I do have. Already showed the Vantage. And then to check off, think there's one more. Maybe not, though. I think we're almost through them all. So yeah, there's a lot of different weapons options for Lotte, though. That's another thing that makes Coffee Man so versatile, and he has lots of synergy with the other heroes as well. Like I showed you one combination there with Victoria. So these two, when you're first starting out, those two heroes are definitely keepers. Okay. Thought there was one more, but maybe not. Alright, let's go through now the class. So Demolitions class. Not a bad class. There are better ones though. But this is the chance to remove the buffs when dealing damage. So if you're up against a counterattacker, then the special can still hit through. And then you get, of course, the damage, 15% damage multiplier. So that's not a bad option either. Okay, and then if you do put emblems on Coffee Man here, you got 8% chance, 12, you get 16, and then 20 to bypass any of those defensive buffs. And of course, critical chance here. So you have to take critical chance into consideration when it's a demolitions hero, because it's right in the middle of the pathway. So do double damage by 2%. Not bad. Not bad. And then where's the speed option? Oh, it's all the way down here. So there aren't too many 3-star heroes I would ever put emblems on. Honestly, Victoria and Tannenbaum are probably the only two that I would. Lotte, though, is deserving of them if you wanted to put emblems on them. And again, you can just reset them, right? So, and for anyone who isn't aware, the only one I've put emblems on so far in this account is Dasha. For anyone that isn't aware, though, you can reset them. And you use these reset emblems to get 100% back. You'll get all of them back. So if I decided to reset her with gold, it would cost me 7 gold right now, and I'd only get 95% of them back. And that is very, very high. That's a very high. Of course, this is a 5-star hero, so resetting a 3-star hero is not as bad. And you can see going through the grid too that it costs a heck of a lot less food and iron on a 3-star than it would, and emblems, than it would on a 5-star. So it is easier if you do decide to put emblems on a 3-star. It's easier to get those emblems back. You'll never recover the food or metal, though. The resources always stay lost, but you can recover 100% of those emblems as long as you have one of these red tokens, reset tokens. Okay, so 59k and 21k and 50 emblems to go to the next level with her. But you look at do the comparisons, 7,000k in food and 25k in food and only 14 emblems. Then you go down here and it drops even more. It's only 7 emblems. And 85k in food and 3,000 in metal. That's not bad. So, but there's only so many uses for the 3-stars too, so that's another point. They haven't introduced any kind of raid tournament or anything here yet where the 3-stars would be. And then, if you're using them more often, and it's not just on challenge events and the alliance event, then there's a raid tourney too, then there's another argument there for putting emblems on some of them. But right now you don't need them a heck of a lot, and they do eventually get outclassed when you get some of these ones. You'll get some of your 4-stars, and you'll get some of your 5-stars. And I do have a lot of red in this account, so then eventually you just stop using them because you don't need them and you've got your 30 heroes built for war. So that's another point to consider as well if you want to put emblems on the 3 stars or not. So, but yes, Lotte, as far as that goes, she is a rather good hero, so definitely one worth keeping. I used 2 copies for a long time actually before I got enough heroes to see. There's the other copy. Before I got enough heroes to keep on going for war, and then I got a more expanded roster, then I quit using them. But I used both of them on war flags for quite a long time as I was building up. And as you can see, I did stop at 7 and not gonna give any of the skill books to them. So the epics are gonna stay for 4 and 5 star heroes. Alrighty guys, so that's a basic breakdown of Lotte and all the different uses, and quite a handy hero for sure. This past challenge event unfortunately reflected red, so couldn't take Lotte in. But yeah, Lotte and Vittoria are 2 that are staples usually on my teams for the challenge events, so they're quite fun to use. They make a good combo. Okay guys, happy gaming to you. Take care.